Well, hello ladies. Here is another video that I promised you with some core training of major fundamentals that you need to truly excel in, that you've got to own this skill. So the last video that we did a few days ago was about booking. I just gave you the words of how to book your appointments, how to schedule them, whether they need a beauty experience or a color experience. And so I pray you save that video so you can hear the words and hear the words. And I know even in the comment section that I put the words in there so you would be able to see that as well. But here we go. Now we're moved on to the second thing. So you booked it. Now you have to coach it. So there's a few important steps that we can never, ever shortcut. Coaching means is that we're prompting her what's next, is that we're preparing her. And I'm not preparing her and giving her an overload. I'm not freaking her out. You never want your hostesses to feel like doing this is a part-time job. Okay? This needs to be simple, fun. So your wording is key. If you make this seem like a lot of work, she will remember that and she will be way less excited about it, because women do want to gather and they want to have some fun and they do want to look pretty. So you have to keep that in mind. If you are a detailed oriented person, that is awesome. Then be detailed on your end, but don't overload people with details. Now, let's say you're just the opposite and you are not a detailed oriented person at all. You have to understand she does need some details, okay? So it's finding that balance in that. So I'm going to talk to you about coaching. Coaching is a relationship that you have with your hostess. You are not talking to your hostess every day or stalking her every day. That's weird, okay? So, but there's important things. And if you listen to the booking one, it was a 10-minute video that we did on how to book and what to say. I don't know if you noticed at the very end when I was talking to her about making her list, that happened in the booking. But that's all. And so that was the first stage of coaching. That's it. I need you to be clear. When you book, you're going to book the appointment. You're going to book the date. All right, right there. And then you're going to say, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to narrow down your friend list to 10. Girl, I know you know a lot of people. So I can only do 10, all right? So maybe do a list of like 15 to 20, and we're going to send them this message. And so I am going to send you this very quick. You're going to send this out, and you're going to start to get responses. Yes, no, yes, no. That's why it's important that you're sending the right message out. So it is on the comment section there of the booking one. And so that way she's hearing back who's coming here. I was like, because that way you can file in your second string with your first string, and they're never going to know any different. So that wording there is coaching. But from that, that's where I stop. You're not going to book and coach in one appointment because that would be too overwhelming. That's where you end it. So you give her, she's going to get the message. She's going to send it out. You're going to coach her. The most important part of the coaching that happens at the booking is getting her list started. And you may have to help her. You know those girls you work with at the bank. You know those girls on the soccer. You know the soccer moms or whatever. So you're going to help her with that. So now this is the next conversation that you're having. And so here's a few points that you're going to do in this conversation, whether it's face to face. I recommend face to face, because you can get it in pretty quick and she sees your excitement and she sees your passion with working for her. And you're excited. Hey, girl, I'm so excited about our beauty experience. Oh, my gosh, you're going to get so much free stuff. So what I want to hear from you, Susie, is what is it? Tell me what you've got your eye on. What is it that you know you absolutely want for free? Because you need to know that. Okay, that's what you want for free. Okay, so this is how I'm going to work. I'm going to work so hard for you. So whatever they purchase, you're going to get a percentage of those sales. But here's the thing, Susie, I really want you to get. Your free product doubles when two of those women there schedule their own beauty experience or color experience with me. Your free product doubles. So we're going to be partners that day, okay? So that way, and I'm going to work very hard because I want you to get no less than $100 in free product. I kid you not. And so I know when we have our 8 to 9 to 10 people there, and the good women that we've been talking about, the women that really want to look great, and I know when we get in front of them and have fun, that's not even going to be an issue. And then after you spend your $100 for free, you get to shop dirt cheap with me. Yes, that means everything after the 100, you get half off. Girl, that's amazing. That is huge. So shop, 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 okay? Because you're going to get all that half off. So girls, I just wanted to explain that as far as coaching. That is what I do with my hostesses. You are an independent beauty consultant. So if you just want to give 20% off, if you want to give 30% off, I'm not trying to make money on my hostess. When she has gathered 8 to 10 women for me, and I've got 2 rebookings from that, and I've sold anywhere from $500 to $1,200 in sales, breaking even with my hostess is exciting. She's getting free stuff, and then anything after that, she's getting half off, okay? You with me on that? So let's talk about things. I was like, okay, so let me just get you prepared. I'm like your professional party planner. Okay, I'm bringing the spa experience to you. So we're doing the beauty experience. So don't you worry. I'm bringing the hot towels. I'm even bringing the cucumbers. I will not eat them on my way over. I'm going to bring all that. I'm going to heat them up when I get there at your house. So if we start at 6:30, you know, I'm probably going to be there around 5:45 to set up. I'm going to set up the trays and mirrors. So it's no big deal. I'm just going to come in. I bring all that with me. You don't do anything. All you want to do is you want to have the fun people there. And I know we're already en route of sending those invitations out. And so as far as for food, Susie, I just want you to keep it simple. Don't spend, you know, so if you want to have some snacks and some finger foods or something small after it, that's fine. So let's talk about food because you're totally going to get this. Like, so, you know, when people come in, if you want to offer them a drink or a cup of coffee or whatever you have there to drink, just go ahead and offer them that when they come in. Like, there's no problem with that, you know, so offer them a little drink because shortly after they get there, we're going to start with a hand treatment. All right. And then we're going to get right into it. So like, you know, eating our chicken wings with our charcoal mask, it's not going to go real well. So, you know, so if you kind of want to have drinks somewhat ready, so that way they can have something to drink as soon as they get there and then before they're seated, I don't mind that. But we're going to keep the food till the end. And actually that's really going to help at the end because at the end when I'm sitting with everybody, them being in the kitchen and mixing up is a great thing. It's an amazing thing. Okay. So that's awesome. So, and then the kids. So I know, just kind of think of the women, especially if this is a beauty experience. We know this is a spa-like experience. So, you know, I really do. I tell my customers, hey, this is going to be a beauty experience, spa-like exhale. Hint, hint, we're finding somewhere for our chitlins because we want to enjoy this. To me, it's a no-brainer for a beauty experience, but you want to coach her on that. So you're going through those things, what time you're arriving, that it's just simple for her. So I'll say, okay, so let me, and then I'm going to coach her again when I get there. So that's going to be a little bit separate. So for now, what you just heard were the 4 things I cover when I'm coaching my hostess, whether I'm face-to-face with her, whether I'm on the phone with her. It's got to be one of those 2. There are certain things you're going to be able to text. This just isn't necessarily one of them, but there is getting ready to be, okay? This just isn't. And so after I speak that to her, and I was like, who have you started to hear from? Oh my gosh, that's exciting. So here's an important part of coaching. Okay, so Susie, here's the best thing, because I know this is going to be a slamming beauty experience. So once you get the responses back, like as soon as you've sent them that invitation and you get a yes, all I need you to do is whoever said yes, I just need you to share their contact. You know, on the phone, just hit share contact and send that to me, because what I do, I want to make sure I have the right stuff there for their skin type. I'm literally going to send them a text and it's going to have 2 questions. It's going to ask them about their skin type, and I'm going to ask them something else about their skin pertaining to our beauty experience. So it's just things that I do need to know with the products, because we've got 4 different skincare lines. So I really need to know a little bit about their skin. So it's very easy. I send them 2 questions, I send it back, and we're done. And so, girl, you know me. So I just want to be set up there so it runs smooth and it's not wild. So as soon as you get that yes, just hit, oh, share contact with Emily. And then as soon as I start to hear, I'm going to let you know when I hear from them, because they're so excited when they really understand hot towel treatments and cucumbers. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to put things on pause. So now I want to speak to you, consultant. So I need you to understand that that really is what happens. And as soon as she sends me a contact of whoever said yes, then I am going to start sending confirming things. Okay, we're not going to hit this in this video because confirming is a whole separate thing, but I want you to understand what coaching is. All right, it's what happens before the get-together. Now, before I move on to confirming, that's going to be another video, I want to tell you the coaching that I do the day of the beauty experience. All right, the day of the beauty experience. Now, probably the day before, I send my hostess a text just saying, hey, Chickadee, I have us down for like 9. I'm going to send you something to send out to them just to see if there's any others that might be rolling in that we don't know for. That way I'm going to have all the trays and mirrors there for them. So I'm going to send her a text to send out to the whole group again, in case somebody just got distracted, in case somebody forgot to say yes, just in case somebody had an appointment, they thought they couldn't come, and now that appointment, now they can come. You know, soccer practice was canceled, whatever. You know what I mean? So I send something. I'm going to post this in the comment section, so you'll see exactly. So I know I write when I'm sending these things right in my calendar. So if I know Susie has her beauty experience on Saturday, Thursday night, I'm going to send her that text so she can send that out Friday just to try to capture any last minute people. It's funny, there are last minute people out there. So the last bit of coaching, there's some coaching that I do at the actual when I'm showing up for the beauty experience. That's right there as well. So so there's another form of coaching, but that is the coaching that's going to happen right after it's booked. It's important, and it's going to happen 24 to 48 hours immediately after she starts sending the messages out. Okay? You excited, girls? Don't you worry. We're going to stop this and we're going to do another one on now what? How do we confirm? Now that I'm getting these names and numbers, what do I do with them? All right? All right. Now you're an expert coach.